No problem. No problem. Let's move on.
Yep.
What's third point?
The third point is recently in your streams you've been saying about the second coming of the promised Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now the concept, we don't believe in the concept of a second coming. So why do you associate that with us?
If you are really if you want to understand the whole issue, you need to distinguish between two things. And I said this today in the start as well. My criticism is always on Ahmadiyya as a religion. I am not concerned with what Gulzar believes subjectively. Did you get this point?
I understand this point, but
No,
Ahmadiyyat
now,
as
now,
a
now the thing is,
religion doesn't
now the
believe
thing
in a
is,
second coming.
now the thing is, yeah, now the thing, if you understand the difference between these two things, now the actual point is, you can ask me that, Brother Muhammad, give me the evidence that in Ahmadiyya religion, there is such a thing as second coming of Nabi Muhammad Sallam.
I want to go more generic first. Is there a concept of a second coming in our belief generally? Do we believe, does the Ahmadiyya belief say that it's possible for someone to be on the earth, pass away, and come back?
Good point. Very good point. Jamaat Ahmadiyya, now again, understand the point. I am not talking about Gulzar or anybody else. This is my discussion is for which I
Yes.
am responsible to produce the evidence, by the way. Okay, look at this one. My claim is in Ahmadiyya religion, they believe in reincarnation. And that is second coming happens in the form that the soul of that person is given a new body.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be easier to accept Hazrat Isa as Islam?
No, but my point is, do you want to challenge this what I said?
Like I said, I want to know your full position with regards to our belief. Yeah, I would like
No
to,
problem. Let me tell
but
you.
away
Yeah, no,
from the promised Messiah, because I've heard those arguments. I just want to hear the generally. Is it even possible?
yeah, look at this one now. Right now, it is 5 hours and 7 minutes and 35 seconds of the stream, so you can watch it and you can note it down. Religion of Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is, i.e., Ahmadiyya religion is, that once a righteous person has passed away and the soul of this person wants to come back in this world, this soul begs to Allah for a new body, for a shabi. The exact word is shabi or kaim makam. These are the exact word of the Mirza Ghulam Qadiani. And then Allah answers the begging of the soul and gives him a shabi on this earth. And then Mirza Ghulam Qadiani said that this is same thing which Hindu called avatar, and this is the same thing he said, which is believed by those people who believe that you can benefit from the graves of righteous people. He said this is the belief of those people, which believe that the soul of a righteous person wants to come back in this world again. It begs to Allah, and Allah gives it Allah unites this soul with someone on earth. Now the soul is being united with someone on earth. The one with whom the soul is being united, this will be called buruz of that soul person. For example, in this case, this will be the soul of Nabi Muhammad, Nauzubillah. The soul of Nabi Muhammad was united with Mirza Ghulam Qadiani, and the soul of Isa ibn Maryam was united. United is not my word. I have obligation to produce that. The word is halul. Halul means that something comes in something else. Hulul. Now, Mirza says that I am the buruz of two people, Isa ibn Maryam and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Secondly, I will show you the word Dubara Janam Liya. You know Urdu Gulzar, Dubara Janam Liya. This is the concept of buruz. When a righteous soul takes a second birth, Dubara Janam Liya. I will show you the word Dubara Janam Liya. Now you tell me, All of that is what? It is reincarnation. That someone has passed away, and now the soul of that someone is taking a second birth in the form of somebody else. This is exactly reincarnation.
Okay, I understand. In your research, have you seen this reincarnation happen to anyone else other than in the promised Messiah from Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Hazrat Isa? Anyone else?
I believe that if someone believes in this idea, he's a kafir.
No, I'm not saying nobody believes in this. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, does the Jamaat that you're referring to, does it say in your research that anybody
Yes.
else's soul has come back other than the one you've presented so far?
No, no, what, brother, look, what I'm saying is the whole idea is non-Islamic.
No, that's fine. I understand. I know it's not Islamic. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that from your research, Hazrat Isa's soul has come back. Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's soul has come back inside Promised Messiah. That's what your research has taught you.
Yeah.
But other than this instance, is there any other instance that you know of from your research where any other soul has ever come back?
From Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's writings or in general?
In general, or the writings of Hazrat
No, I
Promised
don't.
Messiah?
From Islamic, from Quran, from Sunnah, no.
Not from Quran and Sunnah, Ahmadiyyat beliefs. That's what I'm saying.
But I, 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 I am telling you already that this is
Yes, yes.
Ahmadiyya belief, reincarnation.
No, that's fine. Reincarnation for the promised Messiah, yes. But is there any other instance of, or is there any other quote of anyone else's soul, or say Hazrat Musa's soul has come back? Is there any quotes of anything else?
At least I can remember right now.
Okay, okay. Because my thing is that we believe it in a, as far as I know, from my understanding, we believe it in a spiritual way. We don't believe it in a literal way. So,
Brother,
of course,
brother
yeah,
Gulzar,
yeah, of course, I'm listening.
Brother Gulzar, wait, look, look,
Yes.
look. Instead of going on those long tangents, let me repeat again, and then I let you go and ask the Murabbis that is it Mirza Ghulam Qadiani's village or is it not? Once a righteous person has passed away, the soul of this righteous person wants to come back in this dunya again. This soul begs to Allah for a shabi, for a shabi. I let you translate the way you want to translate the shabi. This soul begs to Allah to give it a shabi on earth. Allah answers the dua or the prayer of this soul, and Allah unites this soul on earth with someone else. In this way, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani was the buruz of Isa alayhi salam and of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
Okay, now, okay, I accept what you're saying. I'm speaking about something else in case you get annoyed.
No, no, no,
To do
what
with
I'm
this
saying
topic, but I want to ask a different topic question. I,
no,
I
no
will do
problem.
my research. I will ask, of course,
What I'm
yes.
saying is, what I have just said,
Yes.
is it acceptable for you?
I didn't really understand some Urdu words that you were saying, one or two, but
Tell me that which one. Tell
I
me
know
which
what you're
one.
saying. I forgot
Tell
what
me
you
which
said, the
one.
word.
Tell me which one. I repeat. Tell me which one.
The reincarnation word, when you said that.
No, you tell me according to,
Yeah, yeah.
for example,
Yes.
forget about Mirza, forget about everything else.
Hmm.
If if a soul of a
Yes.
dead person
Hmm.
takes birth in this dunya in a new body, what is it called?
The what? If a
Soul.
soul of a dead person. Yeah.
Wait. Let me repeat. Let me repeat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Soul of a dead person takes a new birth in this dunya in a new body. What is it called?
I don't know.
Check dictionary. Check the
You want me to
definition of check the definition of reincarnation
tell
and
me?
then tell
I
me.
trust you. It's fine.
No, no, no problem. I'm asking you, tell the people from your side, Google it, that what is the definition or description of reincarnation? Tell the people.
Description of, in my belief, my personal
No,
beliefs.
not your belief, Abibi, not your belief. I want you to Google it.
Google what reincarnation means.
Yes, yes. What is reincarnation? Tell people.
It means when a person that's passed away comes back, a
I'm not
soul comes
asking
back.
you, brother. I want you to read what you search.
A person or animal in whom a particular soul is believed to have been reborn.
Can you please tell us in simple word what you read?
What I read was when a soul gets reborn, comes back in a different being.
Okay. Now, if soul of Isa alayhi salam
Yes,
and soul of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam
yes,
takes a new birth in the form of Mirza Ghulam Qadiani, would that be reincarnation?
it would be.
Okay. Now let's. This is the claim I have made, and I have
Yep.
explained my position multiple times. When you come next time, when you
Yes.
come next time, I want you to challenge any one of that.
Okay, that's fine. Um,
Let's move.
so following on this, just following on, is there any opposite quotes? Do you know how you say he was contradicts himself? Is there any opposite quote of him saying that um, I'm spiritually this person, not literally, or something like that?
If you want to go on the opposite code, I'll give you example so people can understand as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mirza Ghulam Qadiani said that Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam had inappropriate relationship with the prostitutes, and he was doing this because Allah wanted to hide him from the eyes of wicked people. And the action of Isa alayhi salam being with the prostitute, that is from mutashabihat, that is from the obscure matters. Now this is one position. Now I can definitely find you the quote where Mirza Ghulam Qadiani would be saying that I have not said any single thing which was disrespectful regarding Isa alayhi salam. Now my job is not that why he said this, because when he said this, it did not disprove my point. My point can be disproven or proven. I need to produce evidence for three things. That Mirza Ghulam Qadiani wrote this, number one. Number two, he said this about Prophet Isa alayhi salam. And number three, it's obviously disrespectful. Now, I need to produce these three things regarding this one. If somebody says, oh, hang on a second, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani said, I have not ever said a single bad thing about Isa alayhi salam. If somebody produced that code, he did not address my point at all, because it only proves two things. Number one, Mirza was covered. That when he was cornered, he would lie. Number two, his statements are contradictory. So what I'm trying to say, Brother Gulzar, is that if somebody wants to bring another quotation, which Mirza says that I don't believe, for example, just an example, okay? If somebody brings a quote in which Mirza says or his Jamaat says, we don't believe in reincarnation. Hello, what exactly you explained as your belief, that is called reincarnation. And you saying we don't believe in reincarnation, that would not disprove anything, because the thing is, you exactly said that, but you are in denial. Did you get my point?
Yes, I get your point. You just brought a different argument in. I know you was explaining to me, but you brought the argument about Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and what the promised Messiah said about him. Um, if someone says as a response, obviously, firstly that the promised Messiah said, you said 2 points there. You said that on one side the promised Messiah has said this about Isa, on the other side he has said I have not said anything bad about him, and then you made 2 points about that. Your first point was either he's ignoring, he's in denial, or your
No,
second point
no, no, no,
was
no, 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 no. He was covered.
he was what? Sorry.
He was covered.
Okay, that was your first point. Your second point was that what was your second point?
He was contradictory.
He was contradictory. There's a third point there. The
That's it.
fact that the first thing he didn't say it, he said it in a different.
You can't just
I'm
you
just saying. I
can't
don't know. I don't know.
Gulzar, you can't just assume something. You need to establish that, right?
The reason I'm assuming is I'm just challenging your point to see how far I can take this.
You are not challenging, brother. Look, let's be honest. In order to challenge anything, you need to produce the counter evidence, which you are not producing.
I'm not producing counter evidence. I'm just looking at your evidence and trying to challenge it.
Right now, I am giving you my position on the question you are asking me. Now, obviously, you need to go back, and I really want you to go back and do the research and bring all the arguments they have so we can discuss.
I'd have to write books to get all the arguments they have because these
No, but
conversations are never
no,
ending.
Gulzar, no, no, Gulzar, look, would you agree that Murabbis have read those books? You agree?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so why don't you see the simple job? You go and tell them, and obviously you can play this whole thing again, and they can watch it again, and you can take the note, and I come back with the arguments.
Yeah, that's fine. For these specific questions, I can, but for everything, I can't, obviously. But okay.